everybody. So, I have a subscriber. His name is Alec. His channel is called Sharing the Journey. So, let me give Alec a plug first before I go any further with this. Alec has a channel called Sharing the Journey. He and his wife, Cindy, live and travel in an RV. It is a wonderful channel. Not only does he do the travel videos, he and his wife do some camp hosting, so they talk about that. They talk about their budget, and he also does a Fat to Fit Friday. So there's all kinds of things going on with Alec. Just a really good guy. I'm going to drop a link in my description, so go over and take a look at his channel, and I'm sure you'll find something on there that you will really love. But anyway, Alec was saying to me, he'd asked me whether or not I heard about the 100 envelope challenge, and of course I had, and wasn't doing it. And he said that he was going to go ahead and do it, that he was inspired and he was going to go ahead and do it. Well, Alec, you inspired me, and I was thinking that there's no way that I would be able to do the 100 envelope challenge because my income is so low that there's never going to be a time where I'm going to sit there and say, oh, I'll put $100 in an envelope. It just doesn't occur. I don't have that kind of income. But I was looking around and saw some different people doing things a different way, and I came up with a way that this will work for me. So what I did is I just took a plain sheet of paper and I divided it up into a grid of 100 fairly equal sized squares or rectangles. And I drew the entire grid out. And then I took wherever it is, my 20-sided die. I figured $20 is something that I can probably do. It's still something where I'm going to gulp hard if I end up having $20 that I have to put in. But I figured the way I will do it is that I will make $20 my maximum for the time that I do my envelope stuffing. So what that means is that I will never be putting in more than $20 at a time. Now, also understand that most of my income is already allocated to things that are important, like rent, food, all the essentials, and then whatever is left over goes for things like gifts or car maintenance or whatever. And I do try to put some savings aside, and I do try to set some of that savings aside for my now that I'm doing the savings challenges. But I also, every once in a while, I do have extra money coming in, like right now selling my art supplies that I'm no longer using. And I do still have some of my artwork up on my shop, and every once in a while, one of those will sell. And, just little things that might happen where extra money comes in. So I decided that I would, at least once a month, I would be putting $20 into my 100 envelope challenge. 20 is the maximum. So what that means is if I'm only doing it once a month, at the very least once a month, and that's all I end up being able to do, then it will take me 100 weeks, or excuse me, no, 100 months to end up getting it done. So it could take forever, folks. But I am determined that I'm going to fill every single envelope. So anyway, back to how I did it. I divided up my sheet of paper into 100 different squares or rectangles, and then I rolled my 8-sided die. And whatever it landed on, I filled that square with one of the numbers. And then I cut them up, and I put them into this little bowl that I made. This is a ladybug, and then there's a moth, and there's a bee. Yeah. So I put them into this little bowl. And what I will do is I will just take one out, and whatever it says, I will do. Now, if it's $20, and I'm done. If it's less than that, I'll go for a second one up to $20. If the second one, I may go put, if the second one takes me over 20, I may put it back and take another one and see if I can get closer to the 20, but I definitely won't go over the 20. I won't do IOUs on this at all. So if I get close to the 20, then I'll stop, and then I'll roll over whatever was left over into my regular savings challenges. I have no idea what the total is, and I am not going to do a tracker with it. I want to be surprised. Like I said, there were some 20s in there were ones in there. So, we know it's not going to be more than $2,000, and, it could be way less, but that's kind of the fun of it. And I want to have you encourage me to keep going with this. I mean, 100 months. Will I still be around at the end of 100 months? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do this for as long as I can. And I'm really excited about it. So that's how I ended up making the decision of how much is going to go in there. And then, because I don't want to spend any money that I don't have to, I didn't want to go out and buy any envelopes. I didn't want to do any of that. So what I did was, I had this little box already that I had some art supplies in that I'd gotten rid of. So I thought this is a perfect size. And I had some, get this open, I had some tie-dye wrapping paper. So I cut them up, lots of work, people. I cut them up into little squares and taped the sides and made 100 envelopes. So that's the way I'm going to end up doing it. Like I said, I really have no idea how long this is going to take. It's just a little something extra fun to be able to do. It's going to be fun to see these get filled up a lot slower than anybody else's do, but it'll happen. So right now I'm going to do the very first one. So I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and $20. So, and we don't need the dice. We're just going to pick something from here and see what I end up coming up with. And I'm not going to put these back in there. I'll take them out and I'll set them aside. I don't know if I'll throw them away and start over again next time. Probably. I mean, 100 months from now, this could end up being all, yellow and torn apart, turn into dust. I don't know. But the first one is 14. Okay. Wow. Got a big one right away. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And by the way, if 14 is the number I have, that's envelope number 1. So it's possible that I could end up doing 2 or 3 envelopes the first time I do this. I don't think so with a number as high as 14, but I'm not going to try and put it all in one envelope, up to 20, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please tell me. Okay, so we did 14. Let's see if we can come up with something that's 6 or under. And I have 20. No, that won't work. Gosh, picking the big ones right away. Come on, give me a small one. 14 again. All right, what's going on here? All the small ones are heavier and on the bottom. What do we got? What do we got? 17. All right, this is not making me happy. I got to do more than the $14. Come on. Come on, give me a 5. Give me a 6. Give me something. And we have 12. All right, well, and all of you are there saying, come on, lady. All right, please. 11. No. I don't know. We might be stuck at 14. I'm going to do 2 more. If it's not, then I'm just going to roll this over. Next one is 12. 1 more. And if that's it, if it's not 6 or under, then that $6 is going to be rolled over. Okay. Oops, I picked several of them. All right, what do we got? What do we got? 12. Okay, so no, it's not going to happen. 14 is the maximum today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you're going somewhere else. All right, so that's it. If you have any questions about this and why I'm doing it this way, or if you have any suggestions on, maybe making this work a little better for me. I don't know. I kind of like the way I've got this set up, but I am always open to suggestions. So thanks for tuning in. And the next video I'm going to be making will be my savings challenges. And I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm not feeling on top of the world today. So I'm just going to get this one out and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So bye. Thanks for tuning in.